parade adjutant now presents the symbol of command to the commander of troops. Officers center march, all unit commanders and guard bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dale H. Webster.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. Hey, let me ask you a question. How are you enjoying your time in California? And how about these Marines behind me? Don't they look magnificent? Well, I think they do too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, and all of our distinguished guests, one and all, on behalf of Brigadier General Heritage, the Commanding General of MCRD San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, as well as Colonel Kazmaier, the Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, it is my pleasure to welcome you to somewhat San Diego and the graduation ceremony at Hotel Company. It is also my distinct pleasure to welcome our Parade Reviewing Officer, Colonel Stoddard, the Commanding Officer of the School of Infantry West, whose impressive bio you will hear shortly. But let me just say, sir, it is a pleasure to have you with us today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do is spend a few moments and tell you why I'm so proud of the young men you are here to see graduate today. And I'd like to start by directing your attention to the Marines standing behind me with those distinctive green campaign covers. Well, they certainly don't need my introduction, for they are the legendary and relentless Marine Corps drill instructors. And from the time a recruit arrives at the depot, there's a drill instructor with them 24 hours, 7 days a week. For they are the heart of everything it takes to transform the civilians who left home those many weeks ago into the Marines you see standing here today. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we all meet thousands of people over our lifetime, many of whom we soon forget. But trust me, no Marine ever forgets the name, the face, or that loving voice of a drill instructor. I encourage you after today's ceremony to come to the front of bleachers and meet some of these exceptional Marines. Also joining us is the families of the drill instructors and officers of Hotel Company. No one knows better than they the incredible time and dedication it takes in making Marines. We could not do it without their love and support. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a big round of applause for their many, many sacrifices. Thank you. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, making Marines is truly a team effort. And it all starts with our Marine Corps recruiters stationed throughout this great country of ours. I'd like to especially recognize Sergeant Scher from RS San Francisco, who gave our company honor man, Lance Corporal Simmons, the opportunity to earn the title Marine. His outstanding performance during recruit training is a testament to Sergeant Scher's hard work and commitment in recruiting America's finest. Thank you, Sergeant. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, the young men you see standing here are truly some of the best this country has to offer. You see, when they arrive at the depot, they're young and fit. 19 years old on average and already in better shape than most their age. 100% of them were high school graduates, and 16 already had their college degree. And furthermore, they displayed the courage and the commitment that few of their friends could muster when they raised their right hand and swore a solemn oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And despite their fears and trepidations about the challenges lay ahead, traveled here from every state and territory across the Western Recruiting Region and 13 countries around the globe. And when they arrived at the depot, well, that's when steel began to sharpen steel, as over the course of 12 grueling weeks, their drill instructors forged them through the fires of the crucible into a tight, cohesive team of smartly disciplined, physically fit Marines, honing their minds and their bodies until they proved themselves capable of marching long distances over mountainous terrain, carrying heavy loads on their back with minimal food or sleep to always be where they're needed, when they're needed to accomplish the mission. And thanks to our highly skilled marksmanship instructors at Weapons Field Training Battalion, represented by Sergeant Taylor today, when these Marines arrive at the objective, they're now able to deliver precision rifle fire on pinpoint targets at a staggering distance of 500 yards, something no other conventional military force on the face of the earth can do. So now, after completing the longest, the toughest, and certainly the most demanding recruit training in the world, they stand ready to carry on the tradition of the Marine Corps as the nation's expeditionary force in readiness, prepared to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, when you get your Marine home, you'll notice we installed a few additional upgrades I think you'll appreciate. You notice they stand a little taller. They'll look a little leaner. They'll wear their trousers a little higher and they'll tuck in their shirts. They'll look you in the eye when they talk to you and they'll say these weird words, like, yes ma'am, no sir. And dads, you're not going to have to tell them to get a haircut or a job again. And moms, trust me moms, they know how to make their beds. But the truly important change, and the one which I'm so proud of, is the one that's occurred within. For every moment of every day, they've been thoroughly immersed in our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. And by the virtue of them standing here today, they are swearing to me, to you, and to the entire nation that they've embraced those values as their very own. And it's because of all this, ladies and gentlemen, because of the incredible journey they've made, and the physical, mental, and moral development they have displayed, which was built upon by the foundation you laid, that I now ask you to stand and recognize 466 young men who, through their blood, sweat, and tears, are now proud to forever claim the title United States Marine. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you excuse me, I'd like to address our nation's newest Marines one last time. Good morning, Marines. Hoorah, Hotel Company. Hey, listen, gents. I know it seems like a lifetime ago, you were first off the challenge of becoming a Marine. And when you put your feet on those yellow footprints, I know the last thing you were thinking about was graduation. You were probably thinking, what in the heck did I get myself into? And how do I get these guys to stop yelling at me? Well, you still have much to learn, many miles to run, and challenges to overcome, but you did it. You stand here today as America's newest Marines, and we're all so proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself, because few can even attempt what you've accomplished. And when you get home, people will notice the difference. And your friends are going to look up to you, and they're going to ask you how you did it. And they will. And when you ask them, just make sure you introduce them to your recruiter, because your drill instructors will love to meet your friends. But as you enjoy your time at home, be smart, be safe, and make good decisions. Always remember, that Eagle Globe and Anchor that was placed in your hand atop the Reaper represents 243 years of Marines who've gone before. You must always be worthy of that legacy and protect what you earn. So now on behalf of the officers, the drill instructors, and the support personnel here at MCRD San Diego, it is my distinct privilege to be the first to wish you a parting of fair winds and following seas. Semper Fidelis, Marines. Congratulations and welcome to the Corps.
Now taking his position in the reviewing area is today's parade reviewing officer, Colonel Cal Stoddard, Commanding Officer, School of Infantry West. He has been accompanied by Colonel Daniel R. Kazmaier, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Regiment. Colonel Stoddard was born in Manhattan, New York, graduated from Florida Institute of Technology, and was commissioned as a Marine Corps officer in 1995. He has served in a variety of challenging billets and numerous commands to include as a rifle platoon commander, Combined Anti-Armored Tank Platoon Commander, Executive Officer, and Company Commander with 1st Battalion, 7th Marines. As Platoon Commander, Operations Officer, and Executive Officer with the Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team in Norfolk, Virginia. As a Company Commander with 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines, and deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. As the Battalion Landing Team Operation Officer with the 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit. As an Operation Officer with the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit, 1st Marine Expeditionary Brigade, 1st Marine Division, and the Marcin Joint Combined Camp and Sail Forward. As Commanding Officer, Marine Combat Team Battalion, School of Infantry West at Camp Pendleton, California. Colonel Stoddard holds a master's degree in strategic studies from the Aaron Ward College in Montgomery, Alabama. He has deployed for humanitarian and combat missions across the globe, to include Yemen, Iraq, Pakistan, and Somalia. Colonel Stoddard is currently serving as the commanding officer for School of Infantry West. Colonel Stoddard's personal decorations include the Legion of Merit, Bronze Star with Combat Distinguishing Device, and 1 Gold Star. Defense Military Service Medal, Military Service Medal with 2 Gold Stars, and Gold for the War. The Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal with 1 Gold Star and Gold Second War. The Navy Achievement Medal and the Combat Action Ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Colonel Stoddard. Have been trained here in the past 97 years and have departed San Diego for combat and conflict around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Pusan, Incheon, Chosin Reservoir, Kaesong, Wade City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, Iraq, Afghanistan, and our most current operations worldwide. This arena is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of troops, Captain Orlando N. Olandini, for the Titan Sky. Platoon 2162. Senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Andres R. Colon. Platoon 2163. Senior drill instructor, Gunnery Sergeant Nathan B. Davenport. The Regimental Color Guard is led by Regimental Color Sergeant, Drill Instructor Sergeant Markham M. Hall. Series 2165. Series Commander Captain Sam A. Ulrich. Platoon 2165. Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant George E. Zeke. Also, Platoon 2165 is the most physically fit Marine, Private First Class, Blake D. Disportry. Platoon 2166, Senior Drill Instructor, Sergeant Matthew J. Selmore. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the flight of anchors away, followed by the Marines hymn. Thank you. Please be seated. Uniqueness and strengths as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to the magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in recruits through their observance and relationships with their drill instructors and officers. Recruits Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marines graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 12 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideas of standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company H prepares for their final dismissal from bootcamp today, their initial training is not over yet. After a well-deserved 10 days of leave, they will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of the Marine Rifle Squad. The intense initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of a difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Olaolu N. Olanyemi. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Gustavo S. Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the company staff of Company H. The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of returning the guidons. The guidons have been carried by platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All assembly units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons bestowed upon those Marines who display outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and enthusiasm, and were selected as platoon honor graduates. Graduates are recognized as being the most outstanding Marines in their platoons. The platoon undergraduates compete for the titles of Series and Company Undergraduate and are considered the top Marines graduate today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps. Upon retirement of the guidelines, each undergraduate will receive a plaque from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation, the Corps preeminent professional association and publisher of the Leatherneck and Marine Corps Gazette magazine. uniforms will now be returned to the drill instructors. The undergraduates will now be presented their plaques by the commanding officer of 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dale H. Webster, and assisted by Sergeant Major Edwin O. Hidalgo. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all undergraduates have been introduced. The undergraduate from platoon 2161 is Private First Class Anthony G. Perez III from Pomona, California. The undergraduate from platoon 2162 is Private First Class Jermaine G. Hendricks from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The undergraduate from platoon 2163 and also the series honored graduate is Private First Class Cade A. Shire from Beaumont, Texas. The undergraduate from platoon 2165 is Private First Class Dakota E. Finney from Indianapolis, Indiana. The undergraduate from platoon 2166 is Private First Class Eric B. Bowman from Carmel, Indiana. The undergraduate from platoon 2167 and also the company honor graduate is Lance Corporal Diego A. Simmons from Dublin, California. Lance Corporal Simmons is also the recipient of the Chesty Pull Award for his outstanding meritorious performance while in recruit training. Ladies and gentlemen, the undergraduates of Company H. The company first sergeant will now give the command to the senior drill instructors to dismiss their platoons. This will be the last order the new Marines receive from their drill instructors, and needless to say, the most welcome order they receive while in boot camp.